Oh gosh.
There's the moth.
New position, filming this. Who's here?
Back there.
Who's here? Who's in this?
Hasbroth.
Huge boomski, straight up. Him too. And a giant moth flying around behind us. Always people. So, this is starting off this vlog because I have a throwback story to talk about that I came just a realization on when I first started using a payphone. That just blew my mind. But first, we had another vlog earlier where, what did you do?
Oh, I got something like pretty amazing.
Some of the probably most sugary candy ever.
Because I always try new things when I see them, especially candy.
I don't even know. Is it count as candy? It's like a dessert, but you'll see.
Yeah, it was good.
Check this out. Look at your face already. So, we got this. What'd you get?
Treasure.
Treasure. And it's a, oh my goodness. So it's like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but with like M&M's and an Oreo on one and like a Chips
And a
Ahoy.
fucking cookie on top.
A fucking cookie. And that's a lot.
How is this not like the best thing ever?
It looks like so much chocolate. I'm definitely not gonna be eating
Cookie
this.
top.
So he's gonna try the
On a peanut butter cup.
oh my god, it smells great. I'll give it that. It smells great.
Cookie? Check. Chocolate? Check. Peanut butter? Check. Like,
Someone's getting fired. Oh shit. So it's the unveiling and the
monster right in the mouth. Like, oh.
oh my god! The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm getting fatter by him eating that.
Oh.
That's way too much. That's way.
Find these. They're fucking great.
It even says king size on it. Does it need to be king size?
Oh yeah. That's a winner.
See, eating the second one. What's this one?
A whole fucking Oreo on top. Not just like the top of the Oreo. We have Oreo, stuffing, Oreo, chocolate, peanut butter. Again, how can this be bad?
It's so bad.
And bottoms up, you know, like, ah.
Bottoms up.
Oh, okay.
This is so so much chocolate.
Oh yeah.
This is the guy who can eat this stuff and he'll lose weight.
Metabolism. Alright, last one.
This is it.
This one's not so exciting. Just M&M's, you know. It's like more chocolate on chocolate. It's like, come on, try harder.
It's like they ran out of ideas for that one. What would you have
There are
done?
more than 2 types of cookies in the world. Just put another fucking cookie on it.
Like it needs another cookie. It's time to go mellow out maybe. It's the middle one, so you're supposed to eat like the big one, then you mellow out, and then you eat the other one.
I don't taste any different than any other peanut butter cup.
I might have one, but
Like it's 2 out of 3. Because 2 were worth it and the other one was just a peanut butter cup, which is good.
so rated out of 10 Hasbroth. If you, is it what rating and would buy again?
Definitely would stuff and face again. At least a 7 out of 10. Your mileage may vary depending on how much you like cookie or M&M's. If you like M&M's, it's probably an easy like 8 or 9 out of 10. If you think it's lame that there's not a third cookie, then that's that.
Well,
ultimate chicken sandwich or cheeseburger.
Well,
This is how you Sonic.
all gone in one sitting too.
Still great. Way awesome.
So, how do you feel? What has it been? Maybe an hour later? How do you don't feel into the candy?
No. Like, I feel I'm like a lot fuller than I was when I left work before I had the awesome candy.
Oh, yeah, that actually just makes...
Because again, that was a full-on Oreo cookie and a little like chocolate chip cookie on top of a peanut butter cup.
Would you think it was kind of like having half of a candy bar for each one? So two. It's like a candy bar each bite. I don't know. It was too much. I didn't even have one. I'll probably never have one. Throwback story? Talk about?
Yeah.
This is okay. So it's not like this is really old, and when I say old, it's like
you.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. I'm old because this happened in like second grade. Watch this. Okay, so these people. Okay, quick pause. Here we go. Oh no! Oh no! Don't say it.
I'm not saying nothing. I got a Pokemon.
Yeah, right. Someone drove by, and we all know what happens. Someone drives by, and I catch him on camera.
I know what you're talking about.
No. So this happened. I was at least probably in second grade. So years ago. Oh, it's an old story.
60s.
60s. Yo, yeah, I'm that old. I say that to like old people, like parents and stuff. 60s. So when I was a kid, we used to hang out at arcades. Of course, when arcades were cool. Second grade, when I was a kid, arcades were the place to go. But so we used to hang on this one arcade, and they used to have this cell phone. Gosh,
Not
instead of
quite.
a payphone, where
yeah, payphones.
that keyword payphone, and I didn't have no concept of that it was a payphone when I was a kid. To me, it was just just like a phone on the wall, and I saw people using it. But we used to hang out, and when we didn't have nothing else better to do, I thought, well, I'd pick up the payphone and I'd dial friends' numbers, because when you had to use phone numbers, you had to memorize them. So I'd call my friends, and I remember the first time I was doing it, I picked up the payphone and I just dialed the number, and it rang, and I thought, wow, this works. But then when the phone picked up, it was my friend's mom, and she was all like, hello, and I'm like, hello, hey, you can hear me. I'm like, I can't believe it, this works. She's like, hello, and I'm like, hello, can you hear me? And she's like, no, or she didn't say no. Cut that. And he's like, I was like, can you hear me? And she was like, hello? And I'm like, no, can you hear me? Hello? Hey, this is Miley. Can you hear me? And she's like, hello? And I'm like, why can't she hear me? And I'm like, hello? And she like hangs up. And I'm like, okay, something has been wrong with her phone. Because, especially when I was a kid, the phones, like the cordless ones or anything like that, those were still kind of clunky and crappy. So you always thought that maybe that was always screwing it up. And so called again on the payphone, like dial up, hello, and I'm like, hello, can you hear me? And of course, long story short, I did this several times, and over different days too. Like anytime we went to this arcade, which was maybe 3 days later, 4 days later, it was always a few days later, and realized that, I used to, what's happening? The dogs. I used to, and I not only to this one friend, I'd call my other friends to see if their phones were working. I was all like, hello, and then, they'd pick up, or like their dad would pick up. I did it to like quite a few friends because I had different numbers memorized. And well, then at some point someone came up, someone that I knew was like, I was telling them, look, you can make free calls. Like I remember bringing them over to show them, look, you can make free calls. And they were like, no, you don't. You dial the number, they pick up, and then you put the quarter in, and that's when they hear you. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, snap.
And, didn't think much about it. I just learned something new. However, it wasn't until yesterday we were at this gas station, and we parked by this payphone. We were just kind of like laughing about how almost obsolete payphones are. 2% not obsolete. And it made me realize, because I ran, every time I see a payphone, I usually always think about the first time I did it because it was dumb. But now that I think about it, I was calling like these moms or these, houses, and they could never hear me, and it was always just like a prank call every time without me thinking about how it was a prank call.
Unintentional.
And I just realized, like, you do that nowadays, like, someone's stalking you or someone's, planning on fucking murdering you or something. But I can imagine how, like, how I would do that every time, and they probably talked about it, or they probably, I don't know. I know I just did it, and I didn't realize it.
And like I know I picked up enough payphones in the past and just dialed friends' numbers. It probably happened to me at some point. I don't know. Plus, the regular prank calls, but
For sure.
before caller ID. That's how you know you're old. You had a phone.
Before caller ID.
You could prank call when you could prank call.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
No way to tell.
There was no star 69.
No star 69. No
Nope.
caller ID.
And
no dumb bullshit that gives you away.
Yep, we used to prank call all the time. Oh, I don't care now. What was I, 8?
Younger. Yeah.
Now I'm like, at least over 45, 50 right now. So, give me for that.
And probably on like a similar note, who probably didn't like dial 911 when they were little.
I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, I totally did once.
Fuck no, dude.
Yeah.
That's FBI stuff coming at your door.
I didn't,
No,
I was like little though. Like it wasn't like 8 or 10 or nothing like that. Probably like under 5.
I was in 2nd grade.
I mean,
No moms that I knew back then are on this, so I can say sorry all I want, but no one will even know or remember.
point at me.